welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. You know what? This one is Nathan for you. Season 3, episode number 3. Do not forget to like and subscribe. While you're there, tell a friend and tell all their friends. Come on over and check us out, man. I know we got something they want to see.
We have such a big library, guys.
Let's get it.
Alright, just one comment from the last episode from Faye, who says, cringe. LOL. Cringe is my thoughts as well with this show. First off, I really hate this movie, or whatever it was, that went almost viral in 2022 of overweight people wanting to ride horses. Things like bullfighting, fox hunts, killing on safari are things that I just personally can't stand. I'm not a vegan, and I do like cow leather, but I don't believe in hurting the animal just for your own amusement, and you just have to understand that as a person who is overweight, you shouldn't be discouraged from petting, grooming, feeding, etc. the horse, but you don't have to hurt it. I didn't realize there was a whole thing that happened in 2022.
Yeah, was that a real thing? People can't ride horses?
I mean, it seems like there's an overweight thing, so.
Oh.
But I didn't know 2022.
That was the year?
The year people be like, we going out.
That was right after COVID. Shit,
maybe they were like, shit, we've been stuck in the house.
Yeah, we gonna ride this horse, man.
And maybe everybody got big because of COVID.
That's true. 2 years of eating.
They didn't realize. They didn't realize they got too heavy. Empathy plays a big part in our lives. Yeah. Secondly, the Holocaust was awful. Yes.
Everybody agreed to that. I mean, what are we reading that?
And there are a lot of things that stem from the Holocaust, just as with so many other things. When I was drinking soda, I really liked the soda Fanta, but then one day I learned it was a Nazi soda because it was created in Germany during the 40s. Not everyone who existed in Germany during that time was a Nazi, and there were a lot of products like cars, etc. that came from that period in Germany, so you don't need to highlight the idea of the Holocaust, just don't be a Holocaust, just don't be a Nazi.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I drink Fanta, we buy Fanta, yeah, like, I think...
The Volkswagens are good.
I mean, the Autobahn was made during that time, which has been, like, they didn't, you know...
I mean, you know, yeah.
It's unfortunate, like, obviously...
You can't blame the soda for being made by bad people.
Or during the time.
Yeah, during the time, bad people. It's not being made by bad people now. So,
right.
I mean, it's just a good fizzy soda pop. Right. Orange, grape.
Spetzy was my shit.
Yellow.
Do you know what Spetzy is?
No.
It's a mix of Fanta and
cola.
Sprite?
Oh, and cola.
Yeah.
Yeah, we used to mix them up. We used to mix up the sodas.
That was our drink, me and my sister's drink back at home. Anyways, thank you, Faye, for the comment. Let's jump into episode 3 of Cringe Nathan for You.
Here we go. What was that shit on New Girl? When they talk about the sodas, when they mix all the soda flavors together.
Oh, and they got super hyper.
Like, yeah, what do they call it? They call it
danger and some shit. They were psychos in the parking lot. Kids, like they were addicts.
Oh, is that
yeah, whatever that was. What was that?
When you mix all the sodas together. All the soda flavors together. What, nigga? Who does that?
I don't remember what it's called.
I ain't never heard that. We used to always mix the orange and the Sprite together. Yeah, like that works.
If you need to move to a different house, you might call City of Angels, an up-and-coming moving company that serves the LA area. But lately, owner David Sassoonian has been finding it hard to stay profitable with the rising cost of labor in his industry.
For us, our most expensive cost is our employees, for sure.
But after spending some time watching David's movers, I realized there might be a simple solution to all of his problems. So I paid him a visit to see if I could help. Your movers are very in shape.
Our guys are in shape, yeah.
Lifting all those boxes and furniture, that's a great way to get fit.
Yeah, the guys we're getting a great workout.
Oh, it's going to be a workout thing, babe.
And that's the idea.
If
you see, the average gym member in America spends over $700 a year to perform physical labor that's very similar to the work that David's employees do. So if we can make a convincing argument that moving boxes and furniture from house to house...
I see this as an opportunity for me to teach.
Jack said all the right things, but what I really cared about was his body.
That's before performing. He's performing, babe.
Is he holding his breath? Is this difficult for him to do these poses?
Yeah, seems like you got a good bod.
Man, look, he's got like veins
Jack
popping
got
out
the
his
job,
hand.
and because his
Is that
role as spokesman
from
would be
the
so crucial,
weightlifting
I prepared an extensive
Yeah,
contract for
face.
him to sign. In the event of your death, we would have the rights to your name, likeness,
Sure.
DNA as
You got the
well.
rights to my
Okay.
name
Is that
and
very comfortable
DNA.
with that?
Yeah.
Maybe we have the right to your DNA
With
DNA
Jack
cloning
purposes.
purposes.
a new
Yeah,
workout
yeah.
called The Movement that would consist entirely of moving boxes and furniture from one location to another. My plan was to position Jack as the guru behind this workout, in the hopes I could convince people he got his amazing physique solely from lifting household items. Let's see some attitude. Beautiful. And to really sell this idea, I hired an obese lookalike to pose as Jack before he lost the weight. Now that the movement had its figurehead, I wanted to
Obese
legitimize Jack to
lookalike.
his own book.
Before
So to
and
get the
after.
job done quickly, I contacted a ghostwriter who advertised his services on Craigslist and invited
Yo,
him to
Grace,
my
it's
office
hard,
to
man.
see
That
if he was
shit
right
still
for the task.
exists.
Yeah, babe. I
Well, I'm
post on
looking
there
for someone who
sometimes.
knows a lot about fitness. Okay. Is that you? Yes. You know, for my own due diligence, I need to know you're a good writer before hiring you, obviously.
Yeah.
So, can you come up with an original sentence right now and tell it to me?
Okay. Okay. The candles flickered, the sheets were stilled, but all the energy in the room surrounded Roman and Kinsey. Kinsey stepped forth and gently touched Roman's arm. He suddenly felt weak in his legs and trembled and fell, as if his Achilles heel had been struck by a blade, but all it was simply a woman's touch.
I mean, ain't that
Wow. That's a good sentence.
Thank you.
ain't that from
Obviously, this book would
fucking...
be more
Yeah.
fitness, but Austin seemed like a pretty good
Ain't
fit
that
for
the
the
Roman
project.
and
So
Yeah, I
I
don't
gained
know.
as
I don't
much
know if
information as I
he's
could about the
everything.
workout and
Probably
its
some
founders,
plagiarism
Jack.
going
What
on
did he do when he was younger?
Dude,
As
I'd
a
be checking
child?
for everybody for plagiarism.
Some things I don't know,
All
and
time.
you're just
Yeah.
gonna have to fill in the
Buddy.
blanks yourself.
You
Check
got
it
your
all.
original
What's up?
phrases, bro. You ain't me.
Alright then.
With Austin off to write the book, I had a cover designed highlighting that Jack
I
got
know
his
what you
body
did.
only by moving
I know
boxes
what
and
that you
furniture,
was.
and that he'd never been to a gym in his
You know I
life.
got your beat.
The problem was, in reality, Jack goes to the gym religiously.
I'm in the gym 6 to 7 days a
They
week.
don't have
With the
your
movement
beats,
about to go
baby.
public, I couldn't risk Jack being seen at a gym, or else we'd be exposed as a fraud. So I set up a private workout space for him so he could keep up his body in secret. So you think this will work to maintain those muscles?
If this is, what I have to do, I'll make it work.
All right, well, you gonna have a workout, or?
Sure.
All right. Have fun. I felt confident moving forward now that our secret was safe, and I was thankful that Jack was so committed to the movement. And a couple days later, Austin returned with the completed book. Steve Jobs?
Damn.
Yeah. I was one of his childhood friends.
Oh, okay.
I was one of
Austin
his
had taken a
child
few liberties with Jack's life story, but for my purposes, it would work.
Steve
So I
Jobs.
rush published a bunch of copies
I
and
was
mailed
one of
them
his
to media
childhood friends.
outlets throughout the state in the hopes I'd get some interest. And as luck would have it, we soon got the big break we needed. So I have some exciting news.
Okay.
One of the most popular morning news shows in the state wants you to talk about the movement live on air tomorrow morning.
Oh, okay. Wow.
How do you feel?
I felt I felt a rush go right by me. I mean, that is phenomenal.
Just so you know, too, I gave them this book
Okay.
that I had ghostwritten about your life.
Okay.
Obviously, the author didn't know anything about you, so
Right.
he kind of made some stuff up.
Okay.
It seems like a big part of it is how you were childhood friends with Steve Jobs.
Jobs.
So, do you know
Why?
Steve Jobs?
Steve Jobs, yes. He's the Microsoft.
Apple.
Apple.
Apple, right.
Yeah.
You got the
So anyways,
actual
you might want to read
opposite.
it over to
But
get a
okay,
sense of what
hold
you
on,
like.
hold
He's the
on.
Microsoft. No, Apple, bro.
In the later chapters, it actually says you spend a lot of time volunteering with jungle children. I don't know if that is, but you might want to bring it up because audiences love someone who gives back and is charitable.
Okay. I'll tell them.
What the fuck are jungle children, babe?
You're watching San Diego 6 News in the morning.
Jungle children.
Who is this guy that wrote this? So.
Looking ahead to summer, and if you're looking to
I don't know about this ghostwriter,
we have
man.
a
He might not be as
great way
good
to
as
do
he
it
was
with things
be.
that are already in your home, and we have proof that it works.
We're going to introduce you to someone. Come in here and look at this before picture. This is Jack Garbarino before.
It's just on the real newscast, babe.
Pounds ago. Now let's.
Is it on the
the
real
brand
newscast? I always
This is Jack
forget that
now.
this is
Jack
from.
now.
I look great. I
Lying.
feel great. I feel a renewed person. I'm lean and mean, and I'm a fighting machine.
The news appearance couldn't have gone better, and over the next couple weeks, Jack made appearances on morning shows throughout the region.
Our next guest lost more
Wow,
than
come on, are you
100
serious?
pounds
Man,
and never
Did this really happen?
in
the
jail.
fucking news been falling for
Just by
everything.
moving boxes and furniture. One guy says it's possible.
Look at this man. He lost over 100 pounds, and now he's sharing his fitness tips with all of us.
Jack, you're your story of inspiration.
Yes.
Hey, this is fucking.
Oh my gosh!
You could see that I was a fat tub of lard.
I was a fat
I
tub of lard.
say it, I can.
And you also came across Steve Jobs.
Yes.
How did you meet him?
Well, I grew up with him as a child.
No
He was
kidding.
my best friend as a child.
Were you able to keep that friendship with Steve Jobs so he could
She's
see
my
you
best
when
friend
you
as a
wanted to
child.
be-
He never saw
fuck
me
is this guy?
really at this fit. We kept in touch, but that's it. Simple as this. I do charity work
Okay.
with jungle
Jungle
children.
children.
Jungle Child is what?
Yeah, jungle children are children that live in the jungle. A while ago, I was working with a jungle child. His name was Dandy. He was a great inspiration for me. And unfortunately, tragically, he died. And
Of course he
one of
did.
the baboons kidnapped him.
Baboons kidnapped.
And ate him?
Actually, one of the worst
Worked
days.
in my life.
Where is this?
Jack turned out to be an
Babe,
extremely
it would be
compelling
only-
story.
Baby, what? Is this actually on? Or are we just
Oh my
watching?
God. Babe, it would only have been more perfect if he would have said.
So we do.
After 2 hours of waiting, Jack still hadn't emerged, but I was determined to stick this out as long as it takes. It's a woman.
Yep. It's not porn.
Penthouse?
No, it's not porn.
I think it is porn.
Porn is when you have an intercourse or fellatio, one of the two.
But you were with a woman.
Yes.
And so that means you did porn.
No penetration. I just wish I waited a little bit longer so the kids got a little bit older.
Why?
Because because the kids were young. One was out of high school and going to college, and the other two were in high school. I just wish that the little one was out of high school. Some people, don't want to wait it out because they figure, they're wasting 5 years of their own life. I need to get out. We do too much for our children.
Oh my god.
After 5 hours of
Hey,
waiting, I was about
He's a
ready to
piece
give
of
up.
shit, he wins.
But
I
then
mean, he
Jack
just
finally emerged.
conversation with him, he's a piece of shit.
Yeah. He just
Glasses on.
consistently, though. Every time he shows up, it's like,
Right now,
yes.
it's called
Yeah.
five.
It's not a flake. You are a piece of shit human.
2 years.
Right there.
Good job. Lone Hill Ave.
After making a quick stop at a drugstore, I was hopeful he would just be heading back home. But unfortunately, Jack had something else in mind.
This is where he's going.
Wait.
Crunch Fitness.
This wasn't good. Clearly, Jack wasn't taking our business arrangement as seriously as I had hoped.
The guy lied to you. He has no respect for you. None.
Alright, Brian.
Shut up.
I
Brian.
was shocked to discover that Jack had been going to his regular gym behind my back. This had to be dealt with quick. So the next day, I had him meet me at the storage locker to confront him about what I saw. So, how's our secret gym been working out for you?
It's working out okay. Yeah. It gets a little hot in there. Get the workout and come out nice and drenched.
Look, Jack, I know you haven't been coming here. I know you're still going to your regular gym.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yes.
With his back against the wall, Jack
Like-
admitted that the storage unit didn't work for him.
Either you want me to lie or I tell the truth. That's what we do.
People are so stupid.
You want me to lie or you want me to tell the truth?
The way I see it, the only way you can go to your gym is in disguise.
Okay.
So, do you think this is something that can work for you?
Yes, I can put it to work.
Everybody was happy. And after
He's
telling
just
Jack
like,
that I'd be
I
secretly
do
watching
whatever
him
for
for
the
the
money.
next 6 months, I could now be confident that he'd stick with the plan and our secret
He
would
like,
be
I can
safe.
do whatever for the money, man.
With Jack back in line, I reached out to our list of eager movement participants and booked 3 of them for what I described as a free workout intensive. But in reality, these people were showing up for the real moving job I had scheduled with David. Hey everyone! So I'm gonna start by asking you all a question. Are you guys ready to change your life with the movement workout?
Yeah.
And what better way to pump them up than with an inspirational speech from Jack?
Where you at, Grandma?
I lost over 100 pounds just by moving boxes and furniture. If I could do it, you could do it. Now let's get started and let's start moving.
Wow. You couldn't polish that up, bro?
Great. Thank you, Jack. You're
Thank
truly
you.
an inspiration
Thank
to us
you.
all.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Pleasure.
Now that Jack had inspired and energized the
Mark
group,
Wahlberg.
I sent each of them their matching team
As
jacket
everything else.
and headed to the client's home to have them fill out the necessary paperwork. Now, it was finally time to see if these 3 strangers would complete an entire moving job for free. What you'll be getting today is a full body workout. So in this house, I've prepared a bunch of furniture and boxes for you to move
And
into
somebody
this
can be
truck.
like, it's
Got
just a
it?
fucking
Any
move
time
job.
on this? Is there a certain time limitation?
The goal is to move as fast as you can because we want a cardio workout too.
Okay.
And with that, they began.
Whoa, that's a lot of stuff.
To be honest, I had my doubts going into this. But not only were they efficiently
I mean, they
moving
are
fun
actually
stuff,
working out, though.
to my
be
surprise,
honest
the
with
group
you.
actually seemed to be enjoying their workout.
I mean, I've helped friends move before, but I never thought of it as a workout.
So if you go like this, you'll get a bicep workout in your
Right.
curls. Do you feel that here?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. It became clear they had all bought
I
into
mean,
the
this is
dream
true.
that Jack
All
was
of this
selling.
makes sense.
I mean,
After
that's
only
why we were
2.5
somewhere
hours,
putting
the
up our
truck
Christmas
was
lights.
almost
Yeah.
done.
Right,
It
babe?
was a bit of a challenge to explain why we needed to go to a
Climb it
second
up on the
house
roof
down
and
low.
climb
We're halfway there, but this
and
next
put it
part
on,
is
put
the
it
most crucial
down.
part because
I
Jack
know,
the
after
free
I learned
labor
this
he'd always
information.
wanted. And knowing that Jack was holding up his end of the bargain, I could be sure that the movement's future was secure. But there was still one more thing I had to take care of. I just pulled up the dictionary definition of pornography. Printed or visual material containing the explicit description or display of sexual organs or activity.
Just to fuck with it,
You just
babe.
Googled this, right?
Yeah, that's the dictionary definition.
Printed or visual? Okay, it was printed for sure.
Yeah, it was visual.
No wonder why my parents were so mad at me.
Ooh, he embarrassed him for the first time ever.
Absolutely.
Boom, boom,
I've
boom.
never been to a gym.
I have never been to a gym before.
Never in my life.
Never in my life.
I haven't even walked in the door to look around.
I haven't even walked in the door to look around.
Yeah.
All right, that was episode 3 of Nathan. Yeah, very cringeworthy for sure, all day long. Bring it back, Brian Wolf, though. I thought that was a good touch, right? It's good to check back in on some of the infamous characters that we had from before, and I thought he did a great job of letting him do his spiel and then calling him out at the end on there. I thought that worked out really good. But man, the bodybuilder guy who was just willing to lie or tell the truth, whatever the possibility, it doesn't matter. And then that all of this shit got on to local news TV in LA. It looks like it was true. I'm pretty sure it was true, knowing Nathan. And to just be able to do that is just on a whole nother level of like fakery, and like you can't always believe what you see on TV. And damn, if that did not work out the way it was. And it still ended up being another cringy ass, not as cringy, but just cringy because like the lie is crazy. And then to actually get 3 people to come and actually do it, to actually move a whole person's house from their house into another house, it's genius, really. You know, people are gullible. And that's just what that was on there. And I had a good time with the episode. And man, I mean, can't wait to see another one.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just genius. I think the whole setup as far as utilizing moving as a workout device in the years that we're in right now, where everybody's trying to launch our own workout thing. We get all these advertisements on Facebook about the 30-day challenges. So I think it's freaking brilliant. It is so good. And, you know, the whole having somebody fake what he looked like before and what he looked like after is really good. I will say the villain of the episode, though, is the news channels. Because, like, did they not vet any of this information?
They ain't vet shit.
Because, like, we watched the morning show was one of the things we watched.
Do you vet? Do you got down?
You have three things to verify.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm very curious, and I know on a couple of the other episodes that we've watched previously, you guys have said that was actually phenomenal. I think the pig swimming through the water, was actually
real.
in the news. So I don't know if this is legitimately news. And I know the Starbucks thing was in the news that he did too. So like, nobody even vetting stories, which is crazy. But I thought it was really smart. It was very, very smart. It really worked out. Bringing back the detective too was very smart. And I like that Nathan got the upper hand finally in that interaction, because that guy's such a dick. Like, you just hate him on sight. So it's really cool for him to have like the upper hand as far as being able to like pinpoint him to being like, you did porn, bro. Everything you're saying right now is porn.
Yeah.
So
nigga, you in Penthouse.
Yeah, like literally.
All
your arguments. Let me pull up the definitions. Let's work it out. But no, I thought this was a very entertaining episode. I thought all of it worked. And yeah, I'm curious to hear your guys' comments about it. Like, was the newsreels real? I'm assuming it's real. But great episode nonetheless. To me, less cringy than most. So I'm good with this one. And looking forward to what's up next.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction 4, Nathan For You, Season 3, Episode 3. And until next time.